Daniel, 20 tuổi, trải qua một sự biến đổi tâm linh khi sống trong trung tâm giam giữ thanh thiếu niên. Anh muốn trở thành một linh mục, nhưng không thể vì hồ sơ tội phạm trước đó của mình. Không từ bỏ sứ mệnh, ăn mặc như một linh mục, anh đã vô tình tiếp quản một giáo xứ địa phương trong một thị trấn nhỏ khi được gửi đến làm việc tại xưởng mộc tại đó. Sự xuất hiện của nhà truyền giáo trẻ đã bắt đầu quá trình chữa lành cho một thảm kịch xảy ra ở đó. Director Jen Komasa và tài tử Bartosz Bilenia chia sẻ với chúng ta về phim Corpus Christi.
Hi, my name is Jan Komasa, the director.
Bartosz Bilenia, actor.
And we are from the film Corpus Christi. Let's take a first look.
Co, pękasz? Dasz radę.
A co, nie macie gdzie spać w tej stolarni?
Jakiej stolarni?
A skąd jesteś?
Księdzem jestem.
To ja przedstawię.
Zaprowadzę do proboszcza, uciesz się.
Gołąb Wojciech.
Ksiądz Tomasz.
Myślę, kto mógłby mnie zastąpić.
No ale co, muszę i wszystko?
I nie tylko.
Widziałem tablicę ze zdjęciami.
Bóg tak chciał. Bóg chciał zabić 7 osób?
Słyszałem, że ksiądz wypytuje o tego kierowcę. Nawet rozumiem ciekawość, tylko śledztwo jest już zamknięte.
Mam prawo rozmawiać z wiernymi o czym tylko chcę. It's a very interesting story from the very beginning, especially as a story of reclaiming yourself and changing how the people perceive you as a person. So the becoming a priest was just a funny twist for that. But it was mainly a story about the reclaiming of your own identity based on the lie. So is it possible even, recreate yourself on the lie? How strong foundation is it? So that was the most important and the most interesting part for me.
I was looking for somebody. I knew Bartek. Bartek is very big in Poland when it comes to theater. Basically, Bartek was also, pretty known among the viewers as a supporting character, but usually playing, creepy characters like psychos, cuckoos, and villains. We call it so. Creepy characters. But so I was, there's this long auditioning process, and every actor who came had to go like two situations to be in, like to improvise on. One was to conduct a sermon in their own words, so they had to come up with something. So I knew what they have in mind, basically what kind of people are they. And the other one was to become like this thug, streetwise, expressing anger towards the camera. And basically out of these hundreds of people who came, there were two groups. One group was great in being a priest, and the other one was great being a thug, usually. And Bartek was the only person who wasn't super good at none of these. It's great because and at the same time I felt a huge potential in him, because what this character is about is that he's not any of these. Like, he is becoming during the film. So that's why he doesn't input from the beginning any of the very characteristic features about himself. He is becoming, he is observing, he is learning from others what kind of a person he would like to be. He's copy-pasting his chaplain during the first sermon that he conducts. So, he learns a lot, and with Bartek we were sort of trying to design and sketch what kind of a route he has to go along to become, to have the character, what kind of type of character we have at the end of the film, basically. So his journey basically starts when the film starts. We were obviously acquiring permission, but we were writing documents and, can you please allow us to shoot in the church? Because the local priest was very helpful, but he said, I work for the corporation, so you have to ask my the higher people. And they wrote, the bishop, the whole region wrote a document in which he said, like, he perceived the script as anti-Christian, anti-Catholic, and that we're belittling the role of the priest by showing that anybody can become a priest. So they didn't allow us to shoot in the whole Bible Belt region. So it's pretty complicated, and we were even considering shooting the interiors of the church, not in Poland, but close to, like, we had the package of different locations also in Czech and Slovakia, which are much more open and different people, different structures.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Śledztwo jest już zamknięte.
Mam prawo rozmawiać z wiernymi, o czym tylko chcę. Żadne seminarium nie przyjmiecie z wyrokiem.
Pani Lidia to co nieco mi już księdzu opowiadała.
Tak?
Po co wszystko rozpierdalasz, co?
Bo wiecie, w czym jesteśmy dobrzy? W skreślaniu. Pokazywaniu palcem. Wybaczyć to nie znaczy zapomnieć. Wybaczyć to kochać. Kochać kogoś pomimo jego winy. Jakaby nie była. Proboszcz wrócił, ja naprawdę.
Thưa quý vị, chương trình thực tế nào của đài NBC có huấn luyện viên chiến thắng 6 lần Blake Shelton, 2 lần chiến thắng Kelly Clarkson, người vừa được tờ People vinh danh Sexiest Man Alive John Legend và huấn luyện viên Gwen Stefani trở lại? Chính xác, đó chính là The Voice. Amy Cassandra nói chuyện với Top 13 thí sinh của mùa 17. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Amy Cassandra Martinez with Hollywood First Look Features, and we're backstage at The Voice, Season 17, talking to the top 13 finalists. Let's take a first look. What was your first impression of Blake?
He was very welcoming and personable and so inviting on different ideas that we have for songs, and it felt like he had been our coach for years, so it was really cool.
Yeah, I would say that just even from the first time working with us, he's just so invested in us, and you can tell that he's so genuine and he really cares and he wants to help us, and that support has been unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd say when I walked in for my first rehearsal, he was just very genuine and just down to earth, and you could tell he wants us to succeed, and he's trying to pick out the best parts of us as artists and push that.
What was the first impression that you guys individually had with Kelly?
She's funny. No, she's really funny. Yeah. First impression, that was it.
So down to earth, so genuine. An all-around great person.
Basically the same thing. Funny and you can tell she seems very, she's very genuine and like you said, very down to earth. That's just a great way to put it. So yeah.
What was the first impression you each had of John Legend?
It's weird in my case because you see them when you're done with your blind, and it's still, to me, there felt like a wall there, like, oh, those are just people on TV. And then in my case, he came up and started singing with me, and I'm just like, oh, you're real. You're a human being. Oh, I can. You're right there. Hi. Yeah, it's surreal, but now he's a cool dude. It's weird calling him John.
Oh my gosh, it's John Legend. He's a legend. But he's so punctual. He's such a musical genius. You can tell with working with him, he knows exactly what he wants, when he wants it, and how he wants it done. And it's just so amazing because he knows exactly what he's doing. And so trust in everything he says. Musical genius.
My first reaction was, wow, his skin is flawless. Wow, he's so pretty. I know, I'm like, I want to ask him, what's his regime? I need to ask him, remind me.
I just thought she was adorable. Having to meet her for the very first time, I was just like, she's so sweet. She's so open. And the word that you use about she's just like vulnerable. And she's just authentic. I love that. And she feels like one of the homegirls. Like, girl, let's go get some coffee or something. Yeah, she's really cool.
She was beautiful. I couldn't stop staring at her hair. That hair was so blonde and slick. That ponytail was popping. That corset was hard. It felt like money. So that's my impression of her. I love it.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people watching at home have been massive fans of The Voice for so many seasons now. Was there something that surprised you guys individually, like along the way after, starting from the beginning and now being here?
I think just how mentally exhausting it is sometimes going through week after week trying to improve, I guess, and pushing your limits and pushing boundaries and maybe doing songs that you never thought you were going to do on stage. And I think for me, it's been performing without my guitar too. I'm used to just me and my acoustic guitar at gigs, and I've really pushed myself and tried to work the stage. And yeah, I know, right? I don't really have very, very good dance moves, but I try. So
I would say for me that the friendships that I've made have really surprised me, because these are like my best friends in the whole world. I've met just the most wonderful people, and I didn't really expect to come here and and leave with lifelong friends. So that's been the most unexpected thing and the most wonderful part of the whole experience.
How can I follow that? That's perfect. Well, of course, what Kat said, and if we're talking musically, I'd say, taking chances and stepping outside of your comfort zone, and like Callie said, maybe choosing a song that you wouldn't think of really doing, you know what I mean, and trying to just grow as a musician.
The biggest surprise for me was meeting Taylor Swift. It was unexpected. I didn't know she was in there. It was cool. I couldn't look at her. It's intimidating, but that was the best part.
I'm going to get really sappy for a second, but aside from getting to work with a lot of, really cool coaches and a lot of big celebrities and Taylor Swift and Normani and Kelly, honestly, the biggest surprise was how close I got with everybody here. And everybody became family. And so it's, that I didn't expect that, but I'm so glad it did. And, I love being here with all these guys and everybody else. So, but yeah, that was the biggest surprise.
I changed my answer.
Final question, go-to karaoke song. Rapid fire.
Oh shoot. Tearing Up My Heart by NSYNC, first album.
One and Only by Adele.
Crazy on You by Heart.
Yes.
The Eagles. I can't tell you why. Look at us, baby, up all night.
Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z and Eugene. Spin the cheese and we make Big Pimp. So, I'm a little sorry, y'all. I just want to let y'all know. I didn't know what y'all thought it was going to be. Excuse me.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to catch The Voice on NBC. I'm Amy Cassandra Martinez with Hollywood First Look Features.
Hi, we're Team Blake.
We're Team Kelly.
Team Legend.
We're Team Quinn. And you watching Hollywood First Look Features.
Nam diễn viên Chadwick Boseman, người được khán giả khắp nơi mến mộ qua nhân vật siêu anh hùng Black Panther trong bộ phim cùng tên của hãng Marvel, sẽ xuất hiện trong bộ phim mới mang tên 21 Bridges. Bộ phim nói về đặc vụ Andre Davis do Chadwick Boseman thủ vai, người phải đối đầu với băng đảng tội phạm nguy hiểm sau khi 2 nhân viên cảnh sát đồng nghiệp của anh bị giết dã man vì 300 kg cocaine. Tại sao anh lại được mệnh danh là kẻ thù của những tên ác nhân chuyên giết cảnh sát? Carolyn đã nói chuyện cùng với tài tử Chadwick Boseman và Sienna Miller sau đây.
Your father died protecting this city. He taught you to follow your conscience in an often cruel world.
What happened? Worst day of 18 years. How many cops? 8. Why were they here? They responded to a robbery. Shot fired! Shot fired! Officer down! Automatic weapons. 2 shooters. They have training.
How old were you when your father's Captain King? I asked for you for a reason.
I will find out.
We just killed cops. You need to run.
We gotta move fast. Cars not ours, plates are stolen. If we don't catch these guys in the next 3 or 4 hours, they vanish. How you gonna do this? Close the island. There are 21 bridges in and out of Manhattan. Shut them down. 3 rivers. Close them.
4 tunnels, block them. Stop every train and loop the subways. Then, we flood the island with blue.
Congratulations on these fantastic roles. I want to know because the two of you are obviously upping your game in the projects that you guys are choosing. I want to know what it was about Frankie and Andre that helped you guys evolve with your craft.
You know, I think when you're looking for projects, you look for something that you haven't done before, and this very clearly was like a whole new world to me. No one had ever seen me as a kind of Brooklyn narcotics detective. I was fascinated by what that life would be like. And I think your craft is raised by the people that you're opposite. You know, I was acting with one of the greatest actors of our time, and I was aware of that. I could feel it. And no, it's true. It's true, man. But I think, you know, you give credit to the people around you, and if they're good, it makes you better.
Are you who they say you are?
Who do they say I am?
You tell me. You killed a lot of perps in the last 10 years.
Never shot first.
Never.
All right, let me be more precise, Detective Burns. I've never fired without just cause.
7 dead cops. Feels like a lot of just cause.
These guys are killers. So I need to know that we got each other's backs tonight. Because I got a kid at home. Doesn't need to wake up without her mother.
You wear that badge, I got your back.
Man, like, oh, whoa. Stop it.
Dial back.
Dial back. Don't say that in the next one. You know, I feel the same exact way. Like, you know, having her in the movie was one of the things that I, you know, as a producer, was like, no, this is an argument I'm going to win. I'm going to win this argument. Not saying who didn't.
Yeah.
It's nobody that didn't want you. No. It's just like, you know, we can't afford her. We can't afford her. I was like, we are going to afford her. What you choose is definitely about finding something different. Like, I've always wanted to challenge myself, and she's 100% right. Like, this cast, this movie to me was about the possibilities of who could be around you, who you could work with, and I didn't want to, you know, shortchange the story with any person that was cast, and I don't think we did. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's what it's all about. It's like, if I was an athlete, I want to play with the best players, you know, and that's literally what makes you better, because you can plan everything you want by yourself, but you're responding to things. You're responding to what she brings in a take, and it's why in a movie like this you spend a lot of time upset, because the things you did when the camera was not on you sometimes are better when the camera than when it is on you, because you come to work to actually play with the other actors, and so when they're doing their thing, you're like, okay, now I'm gonna give more, you know. So it is all about the growing more so than the final production, you know?
Yeah, and obviously you guys can see this in this movie. You guys, congratulations. 21 Bridges is in theaters on November 22nd. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They'll have to open Manhattan by morning. 8 dead policemen is one thing, but the stock market losing billions of dollars is quite another. This whole thing is filthy. You know how mean you gotta be to move 300 kilos of cocaine? Oh my God.
What's going on here?
I just need the truth, that's all.
They told me you were fearless. The guy who kills cop killers. Sees his dad and every cop who dies.
Nobody approaching. He's mine. Police, out of the way, move!
You're not gonna escape the violence.
You're the only cop tonight who speaks first and shoots second.
I will find out why the night happened.
Represent, you gotta represent.
And that's a wrap. Và phần phỏng vấn vừa rồi cũng đã khép lại chương trình của chúng ta ngày hôm nay. Đừng quên follow Hollywood First Look Features trên YouTube, Facebook và Instagram nếu quý vị muốn được cập nhật những tin tức mới nhất từ Hollywood. Hollywood First Look Features sẽ được phát hình 2 ngày cuối tuần, thứ Sáu và thứ Bảy. Tino Dinh xin được hẹn gặp lại quý vị vào chương trình kỳ sau.